let's look at this set. Pramod Gautam, Sachin Kale, Harish Dhandev, Vishwanath Bobade, and Rajiv Bittu are 5 farmers, each having some cattle with him. The total number of cattle with 5 of them taken together is 249. It is also known that, and blah blah blah. Additional information is given. So what I'm doing is Pramod Gautam's number of cattle he has is A, Sachin Kale's number is B, Harish Dhandev number is C, Vishwanath Bobade's number is D, and Rajiv Bittu's number is E. And the first thing I have is A plus B plus C plus D plus E is equal to 249. Now, next pieces of information is the number of cattle with Pramod is a square of a natural number. So A is a perfect square. A is a perfect square. Okay, each of them has at least 21 cattle. Each variable is equal than greater than equal to 21. The number of cattle with Harish Dhandev is 6 more than square of a natural number. Harish Dhandev is C. So C is equal to some perfect square plus 6. Okay. The ratio of number of cattle with Vishwanath Bobade and Rajiv Bittu is 4 and 5. Vishwanath Bobade is D. So let this be 4G. And Rajiv Bittu is 5G. Okay. Sachin Kale has an even number of cattle. So B is even. Finally, the sum of number of cattle with Vishwanath Bobade and Rajiv Bittu is equal to the number of cattle with Pramod Gautam. So A is equal to D plus E. And all the clues get over here. Now see, A is equal to D plus E. And D and E we know to change to same variables. So A is equal to 9G. So I know the number of cattle with Pramod Gautam has to be a multiple of 9 and also has to be a perfect square. So the smallest possible case would be when A is equal to 81, and this is possible. The next multiple of 9 that exists is 18. And because A has to be a multiple of 9 and also a perfect square, the next possible value of A is 324. And hopefully you can see, because the total number of cattle is only 249, this is an impossible case, which means the only possibility for A is to be 81. If A is 81, we get G equal to 4, which means D will be equal to 36, E will be equal to 45. So we have 81 plus B plus C plus 36 plus 45 is equal to 249. From here, we can bring it down to B plus C is equal to 162 from 1. So 38 plus 49 is equal to 87. 87. Now see, I know B is even. I know B is even. So C has to be odd. C has to be odd. And for C, we know it is a perfect square plus 6. It is a perfect square plus 6. So let's look at the odd perfect squares that C can be and greater than 6 and 6 more than that. Correspondingly, we'll get the value of B. So perfect square and odd perfect square. Odd perfect square. It can't be 1. It can't be 9. 25 plus 6, 31 it can be. If C is 31, B can be correspondingly 56. This is possible. 6 square plus 6, not possible. 7 square plus 6. 7 square plus 6 is 55. If this is 55, this will be 32. 8 square plus 6, not possible. 9 square plus 6 will get me to 87, which would mean B will become 0, which is not possible. So these are the only two possible cases. These are the only two possible cases. So I'll go ahead and write them down. A, B, C, D, and E. 81, 36, 45, 56, 31, or it can be 31, 55, 81, 36, 45. These are the only two possible cases of number of cattle with these 5 people. First question. Which among the following can be the possible absolute difference between the number of cattle with Sachin Kale and Harish Tandev? Sachin Kale is B and Harish Tandev is C. Absolute difference between them will be 25. Sorry, this is not 31, this is 32. 25 or 23. Both of them are present in options. So the correct choice has to be option D. Next, the sum of number of cattle with Pramod Gautam and Vishwanath Bobade is A plus D has been asked. A and D have been asked. A is 81, D is 36, adds up to 170. Who among the 5 farmers has the second lowest number of cattle? Look at this. In this case, in the first case, D is the second lowest number. In the second case, still D is the second lowest number. So D was associated with Vishwanath Bobade. The farmer with the second lowest number of cattle is always Vishwanath Bobade, regardless of which case you take. Last one, how many farmers have odd number of cattle? The first case, 1, 2, 3. 3 people have odd number of cattle. And here also, 3 people have odd number of cattle. So how many farmers have an odd number of cattle? 3 farmers. And that is the entirety of this set. This is fairly straightforward. As soon as you get to A being a multiple of 9, everything else is flowing very smooth.